Welcome to lesson 3, the value of a project manager. In this lesson, we'll talk about the value of a project manager. Let's jump into it. There are some key areas to explore when we talk about the value of a project manager. With the value of a project manager, we are talking about what does the project manager bring to the table and how valuable is the project manager to every project. And of course, a project is not well managed in the absence of the project manager. And the project manager is so valuable, so important to the project to ensure that the project is well planned, well organized, and well managed from start to finish. To ensure the project achieves its unique objectives and goals, we must have someone who is going to manage that project working with the team. So the value of the project manager cannot be overemphasized looking at these key areas that we're going to explore in this course. Number 1, project leadership. The project manager is valuable in providing project leadership. So project managers provide leadership and direction to the project teams. So you can have a project and have a team without leadership. Having a project and a team without leadership is quite disastrous. And in fact, it's not going to guarantee any sense of accountability. It's not going to guarantee any sense of responsibility. It's not going to guarantee any sense of demanding success. So it's important to know that we need to have a project manager who is going to provide project leadership to the project team, going to set the direction for the project. And of course, we can have everybody in the room playing the leadership role. We need to have someone who is going to provide the overall leadership of the project. That will ensure that the project is directed, that will ensure that the project is led, and it will ensure that the project is well managed. So the project managers establish a clear vision for the project. They define the project goals and objectives, and they develop a project roadmap for project success, which you could say a project plan. So the project manager leadership skills help align team members, motivate them, and foster a collaborative and productive work environment. So this cannot happen in the absence of a project manager who is going to provide leadership for the project team and ensuring that this project achieves its unique objectives. We need to work together as a team, but in so much of that, we need to have a leadership that's going to take over or manage, direct, and lead this project. The project leadership, which is the project manager, should be able to provide team support. The team support, you'll be able to motivate the team at every step of the way. You'll be able to foster or connect team members to collaborate on tasks and ensure success. You're also going to make sure that project team members are productive in their different work or different tasks that have been given. A project manager is valuable in providing project planning and organization to the project team. So you bring that skill of planning and organizing. So you need to make sure that you have planning and organizing skills. So that is one key value of a project manager. The project managers are responsible for developing comprehensive project plans that outline the project scope, project deliverables, project timelines, and resources or resource requirements. So they break down the complex projects into manageable tasks. So the project manager is the one responsible for planning and organizing the project, breaking down the complex project into smaller tasks, manageable tasks, creating schedules, and allocating resources to each task. Resources are people, materials, and equipment necessary to complete the task. This planning and organization ensure that projects are executed efficiently to achieve the intended objectives within a defined constraints. What are the constraints? Time constraint, scope constraint, quality constraint, cost constraint. So we need to understand that the project operates in a limitation of time, limitation of cost, limitation of scope, limitation of quality, limitation of all these key resources. So in order to achieve the project results, we need to work within these defined limitations to ensure that our project can achieve the overall results at the end. How does that happen? There must be planning and organization. Through planning and organization, we are able to know what the project will cover and what the project will not cover. We are able to know when the project will start and when the project will end. We are also able to know when we are going to do A, when we are going to do B, when we are going to do C. We are also able to know who is going to do what at what time is important. Then we have risk management. The project managers identify and assess risks throughout the project life cycle. So the project manager is watching out for risks, assessing risks, trying to identify risks to see if the project can handle these risks that may occur. So they develop risk management strategies, implement mitigation risk measures, and they create contingency or alternative plans to minimize the impact of potential issues. By proactively managing risks, that means then you don't have to wait for the risk to occur. You need to be you need to be watching out for the risk, and you need to be proactive. You need to have a set plan to tackle the different risks that may come at different aspects of the project throughout the project life cycle. So project managers help reduce project disruptions and increase the chances of project success. Another value of a project manager is communication and stakeholder management. Project managers play a crucial role in facilitating communication among project stakeholders, project team, project beneficiary, project funders, project donors, project partners. Project managers serve as the primary point of contact for project-related information. They provide regular updates on project status. They manage project stakeholders' expectations. Project managers effectively communicate to ensure that project goals are well understood by donors, partners, team members, beneficiaries, and the community at large. Project managers have a potential issues that are addressed promptly. They are there to address issues among team members, issues among partners, issues among beneficiaries, among donors, issues that may arise that will affect the project. Project managers will facilitate or solve these issues that may arise. The project manager will also have stakeholders remain engaged, engaging stakeholders at every step of the way and ensuring support throughout the project. The value of a project manager is also in quality assurance. Project managers are accountable for delivering high quality outcomes. So as a project manager, you remain accountable for everything that happened on the project. You remain accountable to achieving the quality standards. So what is agreed upon in the initial stage, the quality that we agreed to deliver, we need to make sure we deliver that. That is the value of a project manager, to make sure quality is assured and achieved. Define acceptance criteria. At the beginning of the project, we agree that this is what we want to achieve, and this is the acceptance criteria. Anything below this, we are not going to take. So the project managers to make sure that is achieved. The project managers to ensure that the quality assurance is done throughout the project. In that, at the initiation stage, we are able to do what is right. At the planning stage, we are able to do what is right. At the execution or implementation phase, we are doing what is right. And also at the monitoring and controlling phase, we're able to do what is right. Lastly, at the closure phase, we're able to do what is right. So, by focusing on quality, by focusing on project managers, by focusing on deliverables, project managers can achieve the project goals, objectives, and deliverables, and you can even exceed. You can even go beyond stakeholders' expectations by doing quality assurance management. Then you have change management. Of course, project often involve changes that can impact the organization, processes, or individuals. Everything we do on a project will not go exactly as planned. There might be changes. That's why the project is adaptable to change, and it's showing that we can plan the project and adapt our project to that particular issue. So project managers facilitate change management by identifying and addressing potential resistance, communicating the benefits of change, and providing support to stakeholders during the transition. They help minimize disruptions and facilitate a smooth adoption of project outcomes. So your work is to ensure that if there are changes to the project, you need to communicate. You need to tell the stakeholders the benefit of that change and why is it necessary. In conclusion, project managers bring structure. You bring structure, leadership to the table. You bring organizational skills to the table. You bring effective management practices to the table of project management. So that is a value. That's what makes you valuable. That's what makes you very important. You may not be the one doing all the physical work, but you are very important in structuring the project leadership. You are very important in organizing the project organization skill. You are very important in managing the project tasks and ensuring that what is needed to be done is done at the right time, at the right place, and the right results are achieved. The project managers help me navigate complexity. Every project requires some set of navigation. Going through the process. And there are complexity in it. There are difficulties in it. There are challenges in it. And so you need to make sure you go through these processes. And that is the value. You need to make sure you mitigate risks. That is the value. They need someone who will do all these. Optimize resources. Use resources wisely. Human, materials, equipment. You need to deliver projects successfully. And that is the value of the project manager. So the value of project lies in their ability. The value of project managers lies in their ability to ensure project success by balancing the needs of stakeholders. So you are valuable as a project manager, and that value lies in your ability, in your knowledge, in your skill, and the ability to deliver the project successfully, balancing the needs of stakeholders, understanding the needs of the beneficiary, understanding the need of their partners, the donors, and other stakeholders, managing constraints, managing time, managing cost, managing quality, managing scope, and other aspects of the project, including risks. You need to make sure you manage all these constraints to ensure successful outcome of the project. You need to also drive the project team towards achieving project goals. And you need that person who is going to fill that gap of leading the project team. So you have a project team full of people with different expertise, different skills and responsibilities to the project, but you need an individual who is going to serve as a project manager to support the project team, drive the project team, set the direction for the project team, and ensure that the project team members can do what is appropriate to achieve the project results. That must be the value of a project manager. That is why you are very important in every project, and that's why project managers bring these values to the table, and they ensure that the project is achieved successfully. Thanks for completing this lesson on the value of a project manager. But now you have understood the importance of why you are a project manager, and you have also understood the importance of managing projects and why donors rely on you to implement their projects successfully. Thank you very much, and hope to see you in the next lesson.